Hi everybody, this is Saad for the Sad Truth. Whenever you have a group of folks that are trying to impose some religious and or political dogma on a community, there are all sorts of ways by which you can succeed in your objective. The number one way is to create an environment that strongly condemns individuality, or the expression of individuality. So you want to create an environment of collective conformity because this creates a more fertile environment for the necessary political and or religious brainwashing to take place. Now there are various instantiations of such brainwashing. So if we look in the religious context, I lived at one point in Montreal in an area that was full of Hasidic Jews. These are ultra-Orthodox Jews. It was clear that one of the ways by which you ensured conformity is in terms of removing the possibility for sartorial decisions, right? How you dress. So every single man dressed in identical ways. And so what that is doing basically, it is removing your individuality. It's removing your capacity to express yourself in a unique and distinct manner. And so individuality is the enemy of the desire to brainwash people. If you look, of course, in the Christian tradition, nuns, for example, dress using in the habit, precisely because you are removing their capacity to express themselves individually, right? By wearing this uniform, they are part of a common collective. Their individuality is erased. Of course, in the Islamic context, there are all sorts of instantiations of this phenomenon, perhaps none more grotesque than when a woman is forced. Yes, in most cases it is forced, it's not a choice. When a woman is forced to wear the burqa or the niqab, not only are you creating homogeneity across all women in that they all are hidden behind a black veil, but you're doing exactly that. You're erasing their personhood, right? So it's not only that you're creating conformity, you're also creating an erasing of a person's identity from the public sphere. And again, all of these, what appear to be, just quote innocent sartorial realities, are actually very powerful ways to create a collectivist mentality that frowns upon individuality. Now, of course, this doesn't only happen in a religious context. You could think of totalitarian ideologies that are atheist in their instantiation. So think about, say, the Mao Revolution in China. Here's a quote that I'd like to read for you from a book called Rediscovering China by Cheng Li. So let me read it for you. So when I grew up in Shanghai during the Mao era, my fellow Shanghaiese, male and female, dressed the same way. All wore the Sun Yat-sen jacket. Westerners call it the Mao jacket in gray or dark blue. Conformity in clothes, in color, and in behavior was one way that totalitarian regimes such as Maos China destroyed individuality and plurality within society. That's exactly right. So when you are trying to impose an environment or to create an environment that is conducive to collective brainwashing, you have to systematically erase individual expressions. And in this case today, I've talked about removing one's freedom to choose what to wear on a daily basis, right? We know from marketing that the products that we use are in part meant to serve as public signals of our individual personhoods. Well, in a totalitarian context, that's frowned upon. So there you have it, the nexus of sartorial decisions and totalitarian ideologies. Spread the sad truth. Talk to you soon. Ciao.